You want a war? You're going to get one.
Drop it.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, Kick Dick back here, and welcome to Thanksgiving Eve afternoon edition with Philly 500. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here. Sorry I'm doing this a little later than I wanted to. It's just the way things worked out time-wise. But I did want to come on here a little bit. I know everybody's traveling, get ready for Thanksgiving. But I wanted to talk to you guys, get the feel for Eagle Nation and where we're at, headed into, I think, the biggest game of the season, Friday. Ken, what's going on? Richie, what's up? Logan Motorsports, what's happening? Mean Metal Mike, what's going on? Donnie, Purple Donatello, what's going on? Rocco Minucci, what's happening? Shannon, what's going on? Mayday, Daniel Reeves, Fly Eagles Fanatic, Eagles 1278, Palantir, Chris Scott, Mav, what's going on? How many of you guys have had to change your handle to make it easier to read? Because since they did all that. Let me fix this. This feels like off here. But now we got a big mother humping game. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, CZ. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'll have a preview prediction video tonight. It'll be out tonight. And then tomorrow we'll see whether we're going to stream or not. It's a game day decision. But right now, we should talk about it. This is yesterday's injury report. That's not it. But this is it right here. It's actually, it's looking like Devonta Smith is missing another day of practice. So they're practicing right now. Devonta Smith is not at practice. So will he be good to go on Friday? My guess is he will. They're going to rest him and let him play. He played through it in Dallas. But Gibson, shoulder, did not practice. I don't care. We don't need him. Brandon Graham, groin, did not practice. Lane, he's going to be out. Makuba, he's going to be out. We talked about Devonta Smith. Saquon Barkley, groin, limited practice. Blankenship, thigh, limited practice. Landon Dickerson, knee, limited practice. And then Hinton, Adoree Jackson, and Willie Lampkin, all full practice. So you will have Adoree Jackson back at corner. Shut down mud humps. You know what I'm saying? Lauren Biggs says, what up, everyone? What up? Happy holidays to you, too. Are you guys ready? Coffee said, Philly eggnog Thanksgiving drink, or only Chris. No, Thanksgiving drink. Really, anywhere from Thanksgiving to New Year's is eggnog time, bro. It's all eggnog time from there. Devonta don't practice. That sucks for us. Well, we'll see if he plays. I mean, I think he's going to play. But, I mean, we'll see. I mean, he played the whole Cowboys game. So, if he can play through it, we need him. Emmett Black, thank you for the super chat. First of the day, I appreciate it. I know it's super early, but who is open for offensive coordinator position? It's a great question. I read an article that the Eagles have talked to the ball about game planning and stuff like that. I really hope they don't go with the ball. I don't want anything to do with him. I just don't. But it's just too early to know. This Eagles game on Friday will be a funeral for the Bears, or it will be a funeral for the Eagles season. Yeah, and speaking of funerals, the perfect attire is when you wear all black. So the Eagles will be in all black on Black Friday. I think we all expected that was going to happen. I love this outfit here, so I'm happy with this. But yeah, Eagles will be in all black, and it should be interesting. As long as Devonta Smith practices tomorrow, he's good to go. Agreed. Anyone can do better than KP. Well, yeah, it's gonna be interesting question. What did you guys think of KP's press conference yesterday? Because I thought it was horrible. He just does not ooze confidence to me. Like, I feel like when I listen to him talk, I feel like I'm listening to a guy that's like literally over his head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think running tank is hugely important. Bring Doug Peterson back. Well, I don't know if they'll do that. You know what I mean? Palantir says all black, ready to bury or be buried. Convenient, right? I don't watch KP's press conferences. You're not missing anything, but it does, like, he's just like, oh, I think we're very close to everything being just fine, and yeah, I feel like I'm listening to a guidance counselor. You know what I mean? Philly D says teams in the playoffs don't turn it over and play great defense. Got to get the running game going. I agree. The single biggest thing they can do offensively is get that running game going. Would you guys sit Cam Jurgens? I'm not saying for the rest of the year, but like just give him an extended rest because I don't feel like he's healthy. And I definitely think Tank needs minimum 10 carries a game. Marcus says definitely run Tank. Saquon's hurt. KP just says the same crap and doesn't answer anything. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. To be honest with you, I didn't watch 500. You didn't miss anything. 500, in my opinion, it's the all-black Eagles uniform is the best in all sports, especially with the new black helmets. Oh, that's your favorite? It's pretty good. I think if they could put green, like Kelly Green numbers on, I think that would be fantastic. KB will be fined 15 penalties. Yeah, a lot of penalties. But at what point do you hold the coaches responsible? I mean, the players are ultimately responsible, but how come the coaches can't seem to get through to the players that you can't have these same penalties every week? These are the same penalties every week, and they're drive killers. Logan Motorsports, what's going on? Mark, what's going on? Mark is coming for my meats. How long do I have to be like eating shit? Like, I've been so good. I've been gracious loser. And it's like, I'm ready to break free. Yeah. Kevin Patullo is an ASMR coach. He's like this. Well, guys, we're going to do it. We're going to figure out this offense. And we just got to keep going. And we're going to do it. Yes, we are. That's Daisy first ASMR coach. It's ridiculous. Nick, thank you for the super chat. And I hate the whole ASMR thing. I hate it. Nick, thank you for the super chat. D-line has to be better this game. Get after him. D-line has to be better. The offensive line has to be better. They all have to be better. Prince KP's an idiot. Mario, I should send his ass back, right? How true is it that the Eagles have reached out to DeBoer for assistance? I think, that's what I read too. I read that they've called them about, helping, talking about plays and things like that. So, yeah. Could he be the guy on their short list of offensive coordinators? I hope not. He just bothers me. I don't know. But, who knows? Barkley's not hurt. Barkley dances way too much. Supposedly Frank Reich is coming here next week. Is he really? Also, DeBall is talking to the Eagles to be a consultant. Confused. Yeah, you can pretty much have whoever you want. You can have as many consultants as you want. But I guess they figured DeBall has worked with Jalen before. But, I don't know. If he's such a great coach, then why did he not win anything with the Giants? Hammond, thank you for super chat. Sit Cam, start Toth, give Tank 40% of carries. Hey, listen, if Barkley has really got a groin issue, I would do it too. Why not? And thank you for that super chat. And Nate, thank you for super chat. You think Justin Simmons gets signed? I don't know if Justice Simmons is going to get signed, but how could you possibly feel good with Sidney Brown starting? I mean, I'm sorry, I don't trust Sidney Brown as a starting safety. I don't. I think he's a liability. I think Justice Simmons, if you brought him in, and boy, I didn't want to sign him earlier in the year, but I don't think you have a choice now. I think they should sign him. Yeah, I think they should. 500 that the ball report was fake. Are you sure? I mean, the ball is at least better than KP. Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, if they bring him as a consultant or talk to him, I'm okay with it. But as like a permanent offensive coordinator, I don't know that I want him. Rosie Bennett says, "Happy blessed Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day to you and your family. 500 November 25th, 20. Hey, same to you. Have a happy blessed Thanksgiving. I appreciate that." Sidney is not a starter. Justin Simmons is the only option. That's what I think, too. What do you think about starting Lampkin instead of Toth? I like the idea of that. Like, I would like to see what he could do. You know, I guess from what I understand, he's raw. He's got talent. He needs time. The question is do they feel like he's ready? That would be, what you would call it. Baron, what's going on, man? How are you? Bill O'Brien, Mike McDaniel, Stefanski would be a good choice. My choice. Not bad. I wouldn't mind any of this. The key to the offensive coordinator spot is going to be to not have Nick Sirianni's philosophy on offense anymore. To not have his what he basically wants to do on offense. You have to get an offensive coordinator with free reign to do the necessary things. Our line is so bad, Phil, I don't get it. Yeah, that's the really crazy thing. If you said, what's the biggest surprise this year? It ain't A.J. Brown bitching. It ain't that the offense has struggled sometimes, scoring points or third down percentages. To me, it's the run game. I just cannot believe this offensive line has looked so bad, especially in the run game. And it's not, I blamed Cam Jurgens earlier and Landon saying, oh, they're hurt. But it's everybody. I mean, Jordan Mailata don't look great. Cam Jurgens don't look good. But Dickerson don't look good. Steen is just average. And Lane is solid, but now he's hurt. Here's a formation. Have Tank and Barkley in the backfield and have Smitty, AJ, and Goddard. It would have the defenses guessing. I agree. Tank needs more balls. I agree. 10 carries minimum. And even more than that if Barkley's hurt. If Barkley's really has a groin issue, give him a break. Give him a break. Rico, thank you for the super chat. I would give the majority of the carries to Tank on first down. Well, I'm telling you, if they continue to run that inside zone run, it's going to be a problem. Especially, if you watch that game, do you see how many times the Cowboys had man coming free? Nobody was blocking him. They had more guys rushing and coming against the run than the Eagles had blocking. I mean, to me, that's malpractice coaching wise. That trash guy owns the NFC East, but where's the ring? Get them. That whole thing is so. That stuff is such bullshit. I wouldn't mind seeing Eagles humiliate Dallas in the playoffs. Choke job coming. I mean, I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs, but, who am I to say anything? I'm trying to be very nice and cordial and respectful, and now I got to go on Sills and eat this shit today? Are you kidding me? I'm going to try, but I might explode. I might. Roll Philly Dog says, am I crazy to think the missing Smitty is a bigger deal than AJ, especially with AJ's route tree? No, I think it's a pretty big deal. I think it's a big deal, but I don't think he's going to necessarily miss time. I mean, he played that Dallas game. I think he'll play. I do. But we'll see tomorrow. When Barkley gets the handoff, it just looks slow. The whole play developing looks slow. And I think part of it is you snap the ball with 3 seconds left every time. So the defenses know when the ball is going to be snapped. They know it's 3 seconds. They know when you're snapping the ball. They know where you're running the ball. So it's like I think it makes it look slow because the defense gets such good jumps. Give the majority of carries to Tank on first down as if our offense ain't predictable enough. Yeah, it's very predictable. Lazy, so what am I going to say? We lost. I got to eat shit. Otherwise it's all the Eagle fans are bad losers. I've been trying really hard to be good guy. I'm trying so hard, man. I can't begin to tell you. We got 293 people, but we don't even have 100 likes. Let's at least get 100 likes. I know it's good. I knew it was going to be slow today because it's the day before Thanksgiving. It always is, but at least get us 100 likes. Let's rock and roll this mother humper. We better not choke the lead in East. We won't. Donnie says, what up, Kick Dave? If he plays or not, we got to win this. We got to win this game. To me, this game is like, I think this is going to tell us what direction our season goes. If we win this game, I feel like, all right, we're back on track where we need to be for the playoffs, right? We're top 2 seed. Hopefully, we'll still get a chance to get that 1 seed. But we're back where we need to. We got the Chargers. We got the Raiders. We got Washington twice. We got Buffalo. Like, we could really win out. Like all those games are winnable. But if you lose this game, then I don't know, man. I don't know. Do they recover or not? It's just crazy. Penalties definitely are a big killer. And that's something you can fix, right? Like, you can fix that. And if you just cut your penalties in half, that probably means that you're going to have way more drives continue. I mean, we had a lot of points that you could take off the board on Sunday because of penalties. You had the opening drive, got our 20-something yard catch. You were down at the 38. You were at least in field goal range. That comes back on a penalty. There's a great catch on the sideline that Devonta Smith caught at the 11. That was a penalty, and it turned into what? I think a punt or a missed field goal. I can't remember. But you missing way too many. Penalties are killing us. Emmett Black, thank you for Super Chat. What do you think will fix the run game? I think a couple things. I think, one, give Tank more carries. I think 2, stop being so predictable about where and when you run. All right? And mix it up a little bit. Stop snapping the ball with 3 seconds left. Snap it with 15 seconds. Snap it with 10. Do those kind of things. And, instead of always, trying to, don't run to the weak side when you got one guy open there. Go the other way. Things like that. Run outside. Pitch it out. Change it up a little bit is what I'm saying. If we lose, then it will be part 2 of the 23 collapse. It will. And to me, a collapse like the one we had a couple years ago is unacceptable. Okay, it happens 1 time to a coach. It happens 2 times to a coach. It's a problem. A different play caller fixes a run game. Unfortunately, they're not going to do that. The other thing that they're not going to do right now is RPOs. I don't think they want to. I think RPOs would drastically help the run game. Drastically. But I think they're saving those. I really think they're saving that for the playoffs. I think you remember the game versus Washington last year, late in the season. They lost Hurts. I think they're trying to avoid that. I think if we lose this game, the locker room is checked out. I'm hopeful that we'll beat the Bears 27-10. Me too. I kind of agree with you. If I could see what's coming, I'm damn sure the opposition too. Yeah, I mean, when I'm doing streams and people are literally calling the play. I mean, I'm telling you, people are calling the play. Everybody's calling the plays out. It's like we're calling the plays out. And you don't think the defense that is playing against us knows that? Of course they do. I like to see the Eagles do some quarterback design runs. Yeah, see, I think they're going to save all those for the playoffs. You lose this game, you don't get far in the playoffs. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think this is a crossroads type game. I think you win this game, I think you're back on track. All right. I think you lose this game, I think that you got to wonder what's going on. Season on the line Friday, another coming Nick collapse. Yeah, look, if he collapses again, I think I would consider it. Huge game. Yeah, we better win. This is a huge game. I mean, you got the Bears are 8-3, you're 8-3. You beat them, then you've beaten every good team in that you could play. Every NFL and every NFC contender you've beaten. Okay, so you're still one game behind the Rams, but you have the tiebreaker on them. I think you're pretty good with getting a 1 or 2 seed if you win this game. But I think this game is about, it's more about how does this team respond to a collapse like that, right? They were up 21-9. They shouldn't have lost that game. They should never lose that game. But they lost that game. They lost the Denver game. They almost lost the Tampa game, all by blowing big leads. Ryan, what's going on? I don't get why the narrative is we're waiting until the playoffs. We're not clinched. We need to win now. Well, I just think that they expect to make the playoffs, and I just think that they're trying to save them. I think that they feel, I might be totally wrong, okay? But it was just a couple things that they said at press conferences where they're like, something to the effect of, we're not running a lot of RPOs. When the time kind of comes for it, we will do it again. Is basically what they're saying. And the only thing I can assume they mean is the playoffs. But if you can make it think about it, if you can make it to the playoffs and you're going up against a team and all of a sudden you introduce that back into the game, the first team you play is not going to be ready for it. Fabio Davis super chat. We need fast tempo and have Hurts think and dunk. Yeah, I think fast tempo helps. I definitely do. Why? And nobody will ask Patullo, why the frig do you snap the ball with 3 seconds left every time on the play clock? They ran 2 up-tempo plays. One was an incompletion, and they went away from it the rest of the game. They did it in the Detroit game before half. They go up-tempo. They were snapping the ball, 20 seconds left. They go down and score. They don't run it again the rest of the game. Explain it to me. Somebody explain it to me. I start getting pissed. I get pissed off. Ray says, I think people have to understand at this point we need to get this dub on Friday, get healthy, and stay focused. I agree. This is a big game, in my opinion. Technically, you may still be, have 8 wins and all that. But, man, I just think from, like, an emotional point of view, a belief, that locker room, I think you need this win. Jerry Frey, thank you for the super chat. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. I wonder how many of the players who were part of that collapse, I wonder if that lingers in the back of their head. Like, here we go again, that type of thing. The Rams peak too early and we'll lose. We will have home field as long as we handle our business. You might be right. I tell you what, they looked friggin' good. And when they went up big on Tampa, they didn't like try to run the clock out or not score anymore. They went out and they went for, what are you doing, Maximus? Huh? You come to see me? I'm home. Yeah, I'm home. Ex-Philly Bird, thank you for the super chat. What one thing you want to fix going forward? Offensive line. Offensive line immediately. I feel like if you can find your run game again, even though everything else may not be perfect and it's just the way it is, I feel like you'll be much better off. Fabio Davis super chat. We need to use Dallas and slot more trick plays. I would love to see Dallas be used more. I mean, I think there's an underutilized weapon. Jared, happy Thanksgiving to you too, man. Philly, I can't stand your big ass neck. You jealous? You love it. You love it. What a freaking weird one. I just want to take this time to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving to you too, man. You love my neck. What are the Rams' remaining schedule? I think it's pretty easy, actually. I think they got a couple tough games. They got a game versus Detroit. They got a game at Seattle. But I think other than that, I think it's pretty pretty easy. Yeah, they have a few. What you hope is one of those division, rivals that play them twice a year. Get them. The rest of the Rams games are all NFC games. They have 2 NFC losses, just like else. If we win Friday, we really are back in this to get our 1 seed back. If we win out and the Rams drop a game or two. Well, remember the Rams and the Eagles are tied in terms of conference losses, I believe. But the Eagles have the head-to-head tiebreaker on them. The Eagles beat them. So the first tiebreaker would be that head-to-head. So the Eagles would if they have the same record, the Eagles will get home field. The Eagles pretty much have the tiebreaker on everybody. And if they beat Chicago, it'll be everybody that they could possibly have, except for maybe Seattle. Nate, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you. Do you know what we're ranked offensively? I don't think fans are asking for too much. We just need a top 15 offense, and with this defense, we can win games comfortably. Yeah, we're in the 20s. We're in a 28, something like that, 25, 26, something like that, right? We're up there offensively, dude. It's bad. And thank you for that super chat. I agree with you. We just need a competent, slightly above average offense the rest of the year. We'll win the Super Bowl. Marcus, what's going on? How would I feel if the Cowboys won the division? I would think that's major malpractice. I would think you'd have to clean house with coaching staff. Even though Nick won, you can't have two collapses, to the levels that they have had. One was bad enough. You can't do another one. It would be unacceptable. But I think the chances of that are slim to none. Ever since you gave away Tank, the Eagles have been some bullshit, Philly. Is that what it is? I gave the cat away and it's all hell. How come you're always trying to find ways to blame me? I'm just this simple guy just streaming. I have nothing to do with anything. I only talk to Howie twice a week. The Eagles haven't been the same since the Giants took their lunch money. Well, they came back and they crushed the Giants. I thought, actually, right before the bye week, right, they beat the Vikings, they beat the Giants. It looked like the offense was kick-starting. And then they go into the bye week and they come back with all these offensive problems. Nate, thank you for the super chat. Philly 500, our offensive coordinator, pound easy wins. Hell yeah. Mav's always angry. Mav's like the Hulk. I watched the great biography of AJ today. It was great. Where is that at? If you're the Eagles, how are you going to allow the Cowboys' 30th ranked defense to shit on you down like that? Well, it's one of the problems that they've had. They go up 21 points and then they completely stop attacking. They get real conservative. And they try to play with the lead. They do this all the time. They did this with Tampa. They did this with Denver. I think it's philosophy. The coaches do not have a killer instinct. The players do. The players are handcuffed and they're held back. While the coaches, they want them to play. They want them to play. Hey, we got the point. We're winning. Don't make mistakes. Don't turn over the ball. And the odds are we're going to win. That's how they think of it. I hate it. I hate their philosophy. But I fully blame the coaching staff for it. No, I don't think the defense will let it collapse happen. Hopefully this loss was embarrassing enough to cause a change. I agree. Yeah, I mean, look, if you go out and you beat the Bears, then you know what? It was a loss. It was on you. It was your fault. You had it. You rebounded, and now you're back on track. If you lose, then are the players going to all start worrying about a collapse? Are you collapsing? Do you have a collapse? That's the truth. Leon Banks, favorite super chat. Oh, we get roasted today with Sills and Mark. That's all they do is roast us. I mean, let me ask you. I'm going to go on the show. Is it any different? Is it going to be any different than when we win? I mean, when we win, they still destroy us. What's the difference? Bond catches that easy pick, and we win the game, but doesn't solve the problem on offense. Yeah, the offense, they would have come out, they would have ran the ball. You know what sucks is they're so conservative. Like, you go and you get a first, and then you get a penalty, and so say you get a first and 20. You know it's pretty much the drive is over. They're not going to do anything to risk trying to get those 20 yards back. So the drive is pretty much over. I blame the coaching philosophy on it. I really do. And the players the players you always got to put the blame on first. But when they were up 21-0, man, that was the coaches trying to coast. I have complained for 3 years that they constantly cannot hold a lead. When we went up 21-0 in that game, the first thing I brought up was the Tampa Bay game. You can't get comfortable with 21. You can't take the foot off the gas. I literally said that at 21-0 because they do it all the time. Fabio Davis Super Chat. They need to use Darius Cooper for third down slot. I like the idea of that. That's the best point you made all year. The players are belt to ass. The coaches are situational football. Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. The players after the Rams game were all they said it. Devonta Smith said it. AJ said it. Even Jalen Hurts said it. We got a bunch of killers on offense. You got to use us. You got to let us attack. That's what we are. They don't do it. Eagles dominated for 20 minutes, then placated to Vegas for 40. They've done it before. They've done it so many times. Where's Nick's backbone? What happened to the aggressive approach he had last year? Maybe it's time Nick shaves his head again so we could go on a run again. Nick is aggressive, but he's aggressive about the wrong things sometimes. I think that overuse of analytics, takes the feel from them. I really question, do the coaches have a feel for the game and what's going on? Do they have a feel for what's happening when the momentum shifts, things like that? I think if you use analytics for everything, you lose that. Fabio, thank you for that super chat, my man. They need to use Darius Cooper for third down slot. I agree. I would like to see that. Greg Cusel, who analyzed film for years, is saying we are running a high school wide receiver route system. Chris Long said it. When you watch the film, the defensive backs know what your receivers are doing most of the time. Yeah. What did they say? They were all running hitches on the last play. They do. Everybody says that. Every player, everybody analyzed says the same thing about that. Even Nick Foles was saying that. They play every friggin' game close. They'll give you a heart attack. They do. They do. They just believe that, hey, listen, if we don't turn over the ball and we're up 21 points and we just play the numbers, the odds, we're going to win. That's how they look at it. I swear that's the way they think. Hurts wanted to keep scoring the Super Bowl. Sirianni said no. I remember that. Yeah, Hurts was he's telling Sirianni, let's go, let's keep it going. Sirianni's like, no, we're good. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You have killers on here, right? You have killers on here, and your coach is a priest. That's what it is. You have to play. I think you have to have an offense that kind of matches what your players are. I mean, that's how I look at it. This game reminds me of the Steelers game last year. Yeah, it's a big game. Big game for the Birds. No question about it. Whew. Zach Bone hasn't been the same since Scannon. Nah. He's been great. He was bad. He was bad yesterday. He was bad Sunday, rather. But he's been good for the most part. I thought the Dallas game was his worst game. The Smitty catch is going on the wall. Oh, that was a great catch. Yeah. Sounds like we need a new coach. Well, you need a new offensive coach. I don't think you necessarily need a new head coach. But I do think that the head coach has to stop having say in any of the offense. He can't have control of the offense anymore. Because people don't understand. It's still Nick's offense. It's still his philosophy. It's like working at a job and the manager hires their son who does nothing on the job but never gets in trouble. Yeah. Uh, Mark Holmes thinks the Cowboys will play the Eagles in playoffs this year, 500. Yeah, that would be a problem for them. That would go down like the Cowboys or the Washington Eagles NFC Championship game. That wouldn't be good for them because it would be in Philly. Listen, I'm trying to be a gracious loser. They won fair and square. Blankenship took light practice day. Yeah, they said Vic says he expects him to play. So that's really good news, right? Vic's not willing to give up that power. I'm willing to put me too. Just like Doug. Just let the players play, and the refs need some more. Oh, the refs are horrible, but the refs are horrible all year long, and every game is like that. Every game is bad. The refs are just bad all around. 500, when you release your album, King Dingbac's Crazy Hits, including one, Where's the Swamp Rat, and Bad Dog Man, of course I will. Of course. Eagles went into the half and didn't take Dallas seriously. That bit them. They did. They thought, we're up. If we just play the numbers and play it safe, we're going to win this game. You can't play like that. Imagine having Belichick, the old Eagles teams. The Eagles would be putting up 60 points a game. I don't like Belichick like that, but I like his killer instinct. He kept the pedal metal. Yeah, I agree. If the Eagles, let's say they were up 21-7, they came out, let's say they go down and they score a touchdown, and it's 28-7. Let's say you get the ball back whether Dallas scores or not, and you go down and you score again, and it's 35-7 or 35-14 or whatever. At that point, game's over. I feel like if we run tank 10 to 12 times, we would hold on to a 21-point lead. Well, that's the other thing, right? Nobody's talking about. But when you're up 21-0, you have to be able to run the ball. I mean, like, if you can't run the ball, get first downs, I mean, dude, you're giving the other team the ball back with the clock not running. You know, it's like you just got to be able to run the ball. The fact that the Eagles struggle running the ball is, like, to me, the greatest mystery ever. How can you not run the ball? Yeah, Barkley does dance, but I don't think he danced early. I think he started dancing when he started pressing because of the way they were running. Too many times he's hit in the backfield. You know, there's teams play 5-man fronts. The Eagles can't block it. I watched the Green Bay game, the Detroit game, and the Dallas game. They're always bringing an extra guy. They always have an extra guy not accounted for, rushing, playing run defense. How come we don't have enough guys to block? Watch out for Chicago refs on Friday. I heard the refs are getting a huge paycheck. But oh, really? Interesting. It's sad because all the teams needs to beat us is a powerful offense because the D will eventually get winded because our offense can't stay on the field. They can stay on the field if they just attack. I definitely feel like Barkley is hurt. The O-line is not good this year. It's really bad. I mean, of all the years I've watched the Eagles, since 2017, I've never seen the offense struggle to this point. Not the offensive line. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need more design runs for Hurts. Yeah, and I think they're not going to do that until we get in the playoffs. Hey, Philly, I don't like playing on Friday. That's a weird-ass day to play football, and I really don't like it. I feel like the NFL is trying to screw us again. I hate Black Friday game. I think it's absolutely horrible. Black Friday game, Christmas game, like, stop having all these games. Should have Sunday night football, Monday night football, no Thursday night football except for Thanksgiving. That's it. And if you want to have an extra Thanksgiving day, so it's a triple header on Thanksgiving, I'm okay with that. But you got to stop with all this crap. It sucks. It's watering down the game. I thought he looked kind of slow to me the other day. I'm not going to lie. You still think we go back in the Super Bowl? I think if we look, I'm going to always believe in my team. Like, if we're a 1 or 2 seed, I think we will. I think we got to be a top 2 seed. I think home field was really important for the Eagles. That's the bad thing that comes out of this Dallas game. The biggest thing is not having home field. Because the one thing we saw with Green Bay, with Detroit, that weather really can nullify an offense. And that actually, the way the Eagles have played this year, that's what you want. So I think the Eagles really need home field advantage. I do. Do I think they could go beat LA? Yeah, people go, oh, well, if we play LA, in LA, that's like home field. No, that's not what I'm talking about. The weather is what I'm talking about. In LA or in SoFi, it's going to be a lot easier to throw the ball than it is in Philly. And that's what I'm talking about. Fabio Davis, super chat, my man. Johnny Wilson's a good blocker than AJ. Yeah, he's out there. I mean, he's hurt, you know. It's going to be windy Friday as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you have to be able to run the ball. You know, that's why the Eagles got to run the ball. NFL is ridiculous with all these games basically every day of the week. Yeah, every day of the week. And then they got all these, European games now and stuff like that. And the games stink. The games on Thursday night, for the most part, stink. Half the fans in Dallas were Eagle fans. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I can't stand it when we zone run, even when the defense has 8 in the box. Our line isn't good enough to handle that this year. I agree. It's very, very frustrating. Marcus says, if they're really holding the offense back and open up during the playoffs, we can definitely run it back. Well, I think that we'll see more. I think we'll see more RPOs in the playoffs. Maybe not a lot, but I think we'll see more. Now that's just my opinion based upon some of the things that I've heard and how I interpreted it in press conferences. You know, but it would make sense. Some people don't think it's going back to back. I know most people don't. You know, I love football, multiple days of football. If it's not a good game, we don't have to watch. But it's nice to have options of more football. See, I like the build-up, you know. I like the build-up. I like back in the day, Sunday Night Football was an event. Monday Night Football was like an event. Now you have Sunday, Monday, and now they got double headers on Monday night. Now they're doing double headers on Monday night. And then you got Thursday games that are just bad. It's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's like a waste. That's just my opinion. Now I feel I'm tired of making excuses for this team. The coach's bad moral is lost. There is no heart, Ken, this season. Fire Kevin. Yeah, I agree with that. What you're saying, but I don't know where what are the excuses? What excuses? If you say our offense is not playing good, our run game's not good, our offensive line hasn't been good, our coaching hasn't been good, we get too many penalties. Are those excuses or are those problems? There's a difference. I don't see none of that as an excuse. Annette, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Philly 500. I high-key hope Hurts is hearing all the bashing that's going on and goes off on Friday. Love the Eagles. Yeah, and let Mark Holmes have it today. The win was clearly the Super Bowl. You the best. Pound fly, Eagles fly. Thank you so much. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to approach this. I'm trying to be like a gracious loser, but it's like, I think the time has passed now. It's to fire back. Time to go at it, you know? But I think, I appreciate Annette. Thank you so much for that super chat. I hope Hurts is hearing it too. In cold weather playoff games, you need a running game, and we don't have this. That some home field advantage doesn't even matter. You got to have a running game. Look, the Eagles' job from now until the playoffs is to find that running game, because that is the key. You're damn right. That is the key. If they can't get that running game going, It's not going to matter. But they got to figure it out now. We're out of time. Unspoken Word says, that's the point. Besides the RPOs, we should be attacking defenses every way possible. Oh, I agree. And I thought they did a decent job the first 3 scores against Dallas. I just don't understand why they take the foot off the gas. That's the thing I don't get at all. Lauren Begg says, I'm about to head out, guys. I'm about to get on the road. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Philly 500, you're the GOAT. Be safe. Have a great holiday, everyone. Go Birds. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Safe travels. Drive safe wherever you're going, and enjoy your weekend. BU 500 today and every day. I gotta. Philly for Life says, I'm actually confident, Philly. I think Dallas is a wake-up call for the coaching staff. They're getting away with small wins, but that won't slide when you get into the playoffs. I think they'll get it together. I hope you're right, man. That's going to be the key. Uh, 4133 500. At some point, Sills, you should interrupt them yelling, you got some breaking news, and say the breaking news: the Eagles split with a division opponent. All right, I'll try to remember that. I'll try. Philly 1971. Thank you for super chat. Show the pick. Dak holding a dildo. That's a Super Bowl win. Yeah, I'll have to break that out at some point. 500. Remember the reason we won the Rams game? The second half they got conservative, and we took shots downfield. I trust this team to make a comeback more than I do them maintain a lead. Well, yeah, because once they have to throw, and that's the interesting thing, right? When they have to throw the ball, they do it. They do it. It's like, but they have to be forced into it. That's the problem. I'm telling you, man, go back and watch the Tampa game. Eagles up 24-6 at halftime. They come out in the second half. Look at the players on offense face as they come out in the second half in the first drive. They look dejected. They look like they're losing. And I'm going, what the hell is wrong with them? And it's because they knew they were going back to that conservative game after they thought that they weren't going to do that anymore because of the way they came back in the Rams game and started that first half of that Tampa game. I think it really got under the player's skin. Leon Bags, thank you for the super chat. He goes, can you do your KP impression, 5th grade teacher? Well, no, he's just like, he whispers and he's like ASMR coach, he's like, well, guys, it's okay because our offense is really, really close. Really, really close. And we'll figure it out. And as an offensive coordinator, it's my job to put the guys in position to succeed. That's what he does. That's what he sounds like. Somebody smack him. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. It's crazy, man. Anyways, guys, I am going to keep this short today. I have some things to finish up before Thanksgiving, before I go on Sill's show. I got a prediction video I'm going to put out tonight, and then I'm a game time decision tomorrow whether I'm streaming or not. But if I don't see you, have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great holiday, safe travels, all that kind of stuff. And I will. Like I said, I'll have a video tonight. It'll be later tonight, and I'll let it sit till Friday, and then we should be good to go. So, with that said, hope to see you guys definitely on Friday. Maybe tomorrow, but don't count on it. And I'll have a video later. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless to each and every one of you guys. I am going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. Peace.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on. Oh, shit! Dad! No! It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
I
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking it. Cut it off. It's over. Fuck.